What's going on here in the Beat Sessions? I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. Let's have a look at a band that is new to me and might be new to some of you. We're going to talk about Horsegirl and their new record Versions of Modern Performance. That was released on June 3rd. This is the debut studio album for the Chicago trio. These three individuals are all still teenagers. They're like a new age American version of Silverchair, but this is a really good album, a very solid debut, and lots of fun stuff to talk about. Released on Matador, a label that I adore and love. I'm a huge fan of Interpol, one of the many excellent bands that has put out music with Matador over the years. So I really like that Horsegirls had an opportunity to work with them. I'm really stoked that they had an opportunity to work with John Agnello as well. Like, what a legendary producer to be a teenager and have an opportunity to work with someone who's worked with so many bands and individuals that are so legendary. Sonic Youth amongst them. And I bring them up first because Sonic Youth, a major influence on this record. You can hear it from start to finish, and I'm loving the way that it's working on this album. I bring it up because the second thing is that Steve Shelley and Lee Ronaldo actually show up and make an appearance on a few of these songs. So talk about working with your idols. I mean, this is a really cool opportunity that this band had for their debut record. So I'm really excited about this album. Talking about John again, you know, he's had a chance to work with so many other bands. Dinosaur Jr., he's worked with the Violent Femmes, he's had a chance to work with Kurt Vile, Son Volt, and you can hear that rock and roll influence, all of that driving the sound of this record as well. It's really cool to hear the way that this band is embracing those influences and celebrating them. I wouldn't say that they're doing anything groundbreaking here. So I'm really curious to see how they move forward. You know, a lot of noise rock going on here, Sonic Youth being that major influence. There's a little bit of shoegaze on this thing as well. Definitely hearing a band like My Bloody Valentine, but it'll be interesting to see if they choose to continue to work with John on these coming records, or if they decide to work with a couple of other producers while they navigate their sound and figure out what it is that they want to do. I think that they could take both options and be really successful with both. So I'm just very excited about this band and their future. I'm excited to see them live because I think that all of this music is going to play out really well. They're reminding me of a newer band too, like Porridge Radio. I did a review for that band and their new record a few days ago. So if you're liking this album and you're looking for new music like it, I would check out Porridge Radio as well. That's another band that was new to me. They've been around for a bit, but really just liking the rock and roll, just that guitar driven sound that they're working with. I feel that a lot of indie bands these days are going with that disco and funk feel, a lot of electronic influences, and I love it. I'm all about it, but I can definitely get down with a band that just wants to work with that rock and roll sound, just all that good 80s alternative noise that we got out of the 80s and the 90s. This is a really fun record. Kicks off with Anti-Glory. He's got these stomping drums. I love the riff on this song. Love the shoegazy feel, and you definitely feel that Sonic Youth influence immediately. And I love the thick bass riff on this song. It just kind of like floats, and then the second half of it just grinds in this cool little riff. It really is an excellent way to open up this record. Beautiful Song is your second track. It's this gentle noise rock, definitely one of my favorites on this record. I love the light melody. It definitely it kind of reminds me like if the Cranberries maybe have experimented with noise rock a little bit, just as far as the melodies that they're working with, the vocal ones anyway. But I really like the hook. How does it feel? Kind of sounding like Nico a little bit on that as well. Great song. Live and Ski. That's what I want to do this upcoming winter, is just live and ski. This is your third song. Grungy noise open collects itself. I really like when the lyrics come together in this thing, but the song remains loose. I like that noise driven open, the way it comes together and then just kind of lets go again. The breakdown on the song is really solid. Big fan of the coda and just the way the song just kind of unravels in the end. Like, I like the way that it comes together in the opening and then just unravels in the end. It really cool, really just great songwriting there. Bog 1 is your fourth track. Got a little bit of noise rock, a little bit of instrumental there, and there's a couple instrumental moments on this album as well. Dirtbag Transformation, Still Dirty, is your fifth song. This was the weak moment for me on the record. I wasn't overly thrilled with this song. It's not a bad song, but this is where you can feel, I hope that the band doesn't end up in a rut with songs like this. There's lots of bands that I think that we've all seen their debut record and seen the potential and just not them, seen those individuals live up to that. So I would like to, I'd like to see the band build away from songs like Dirtbag Transformation. I just feel that it just felt so basic on a record that, you know, is not groundbreaking, but is certainly unique in their own. And this song, it doesn't feel unique. It feels like they're kind of going through the motions, and it enters into this instrumental phase that I feel like it's the weak moment of the record. If I have to give this any constructive criticism, I would say that you know, this is where the album kind of falters a little bit. The Fall of Horsegirl, though, you get your 6th track here. Really like this track. It's in the middle of this run that I just am not super thrilled about, but this particular track has got these loose stomping drums. There's lots of guitar noise here, really feeling that influence of Sonic Youth on that track, and a great build right into your 7th track, Electrolocation 2. Great transition, and that's just going to pick it up instrumentally, leading into your 8th track, Option 8, and this is where the album collects itself, and I really like this song a lot. It's just got this wonderful, driven, alternative rock feel. Super nice song, nice number there. World of Pots and Pans is your 9th song. This is definitely one of my favorites. It's between this and the last song, Billy, but this song is I love the stomping drums on this track. It's got this intermittent riff that opens up the track, and then I like the way the bass riff builds in. It's just really cool the way the song moves in and out of that structure. This is just a superb track. Really, this band at their best, showing off their potential. The Guitar is Dead 3 is your 10th track. This is just kind of a funny moment. It's a piano interlude. It maybe lasts for like 40 seconds, but kind of felt like they were showing off a little bit of their sense of humor there. And then you get Homage to Birdnoculars. Excuse me. I love the opening riff on this song. This is a great rocker, and I love the refrain, Fall Into the Wormhole. It's a great penultimate track, and leads into Billy, which is a song that you may have heard, actually. If you're familiar with this band, they released this as a single prior to the record. And this is the song that Steve and Lee are working on, one of them anyway. This is just a great rocker, showing off some of the new stuff that they can do with what is ostensibly an old sound. Some of the ways that Horsegirl can bring their own unique feel to this grungy, noise-driven alternative rock sound. And I really like the way the recitative vocal works with this harmony in this song. It's really unique. It's probably my favorite thing about this record, probably my favorite moment. I really like that element of this song, and I just love the rock and roll melody of this track. It is a great way to close out this album. This thing is hot. 12 songs, 33 minutes. It's this is a band, like I said, that's showing off a lot of potential, a lot of promise, and I'm really excited to throw this debut into my shelf and lots of other records from them to come in the future. We're definitely going to vinyl please this thing. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you find this review helpful. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, do all the things to help me blow this project up in 2022, and stay tuned throughout the week for more album reviews. We will see you next time on the Beat Sessions.